Hi there, this is Andy, me, and Jenny saying hi from Maplewood, Minnesota for Memorial Day 2.0. First, we want to introduce you to our loyal mascot. There he is, Mr. Lefton Bulldog. Look at his little rhinestone eye. Just kind of pokes you. Still looking for his mate. Haven't come across her yet. He likes to dance across the stage, Broadway style. He did accompany us on our adventures this year, and he sort of is serving as our inspiration behind all this.
Always.
We're not sure why he doesn't know either, but you know, there it is.
Him.
So Jenny's going to kick things off. She's going to tell you a little bit about what she got in the hall. So Jenny, here she is, and take it away.
All right. We went to a cool yard sale in Minnetonka, and I got some, what do you call this, ephemera? Ephemera. Oh shit, I always get it wrong. Ephemera. Paper pieces, actually. This is a cool book from 1924 called The Art of Public Speaking, and that's my dog. That's Puka. She has a lot of public speaking, obviously, to say. Anyway, from 1924. Can't wait to see what they had to say about this, and just look kind of cute in my photo shoots for my Etsy shots, I think. Or maybe I'll just sell it. Found these cute little cookbook things. I love these. I love reading them, and then, I don't know, I kind of have a little obsession going.
You know, as if Kate Smith really needs to be promoting cakes, but I guess, you know.
Why not? I still have to learn who she is. We got some Knox gelatin recipes from 1933. The Red Owl was a big supermarket chain around here. We loved it. Big guide to ground beef. And then a cute little, this is from, courtesy of Crisco. Gotta love that. I'm sure all the recipes in here are great. And then this is a fun little guide to the week of Friday, October 10th, 1947 in Jacksonville. Has all the tips on where to go, what to see, all the shows playing that particular week. I sure do wish they did that every time I went on vacation everywhere, because boy, would that be helpful. Anyway, look at that. A show called Desert Fury showing that week at the Florida Theater. You know, you just never know where to get good lobster when you're out. And this guide would tell you. If only it was still 1947. If only this was Jacksonville. But alas, it was Maplewood. And we had some garage selling to go to.
It did rain like Jacksonville, though, for a while.
Oh, yeah. The
got a little sticky, you know, just kind of sticky out there.
Anyway, picked up this lovely little swing line. Everybody thinks I'm nuts, but I see them on Etsy. And, you know, sometimes you just want that old-fashioned, hands-on office feel. And I know I never write with my hands anymore, but look at the lines of this. And so you might not write with your hands. You might tap on your iPhone or your iPad.
You know, that little Art Deco swoop we kind of got going there. Little vestigial remains of that Art Deco era. Kind of evokes that Mad Men feeling, don't you think, Jenny? Looks
you
like
stole my line.
Something Peggy would have had on her desk. Maybe Don Draper. His probably would have been red, though, because, you know, that's the power color.
My thoughts exactly. Anyway, I think I can get a few bucks for that on Etsy. But look at that. Check that out. Okay, next. What has really become my favorite piece of all are these jolly old Majolica plates that are courtesy of St. Clement
Mark there.
from France. Here's a better one. Here's a better one.
Deprive all of our viewers of the. Okay.
Did a whole bunch of reading on this actually after the fact. I was at a yard sale and I thought, gosh, those are pretty. And they're so cool and you know, you can really feel them. And I'm kind of a tactile person anyway. And they've got such a cool texture and such a cool finish on them. So I decided to go ahead and get them. Lots of detail, really pretty. Got them. They were half price, so like $1.50 a piece. And then, you know, and then Andy said, go for it because they're from a good maker. Take them home and read all about St. Clement and their work with Majolica. These are from about 1901. So that would make them 113 years old, not a chip on them, and I was going to sell them, but I think they're so cute. I think I'm going to keep them and keep collecting the rest of the line.
It's kind of pop over there with those, you know, lemons, you know.
Just yeah, kind of a fruit motif.
It's all about popping these days.
Fruit pops. And then I got this refrigerator leftover box, which Andy assures me is Hazel Atlas, because, you know, that's my thing. But I don't see it marked, but that doesn't mean anything, apparently, because, I mean, obviously there's other pieces, and those aren't marked either, so it's really not a big deal. And this is called the crisscross pattern, and I can store all of my leftovers in it, but I probably won't.
You know, who needs saran wrap, right?
Exactly. This is so much better for you. And you can you microwave it?
No, don't put that in the microwave.
Okay, well, everything has its limitations. Nothing's perfect. So anyway, in fact, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to sell it. Next, we have this set of Archie's glasses that are from Hudson, cute little shop in Hudson. And they're pretty cool. They have a copyright of 1971 on them. And I don't know if you can see this, but their heads of Archie characters are like in the bottom here. Like this is Reggie, which is pretty cool. And each one has a little comic on the side. And it's a set of 8. And I think that was $8, $1 a piece, and I can probably get about 30 for them. And I'm such a big fan of the Archies.
Throw in that little anecdote about Archie's when you were traveling as a kid.
Oh, every time we go to New York, I'd get a little Archie's Digest, the thick edition. Get a couple of those, online at Target, maybe a toy or two. It was those Archie comics that really make me feel like I'm on vacation. So, kind of appropriate way to kick off summer vacation with some Archie's glasses. And then, back to the Hazel Atlas obsession. I see something like this for 50 cents, a little modern tone plate mate, little sherbet, and I just get weak in the knees, and I think, I need to throw something in there.
This girl really does have a penchant for platinite. A penchant for platinite.
Well,
when she's not doing the penchant for pictures, as you can see up there.
Oh, I love it. It's all about the platinite. There's something about it. It's like fired on. You kind of can feel it, like it's painted cheaply, but it's not. It's just pretty and delicate and everything you wish every surface felt like. That's what this feels like. So anyway, this is probably from 1930s, 40s, something like that. It survived, and it only cost me 50 cents, and I friggin' love it. So I've got plenty more of it, but there's another one. Can't hurt. This one's pretty cool. It was only $1, and don't mind the sticky stuff. It's an advertising one, so I think it's from like the local advertising board. It says a Dairy Guild product, and ice cream is a cheerful food, and truer words were never spoken, if you ask me. And it's on Hazel Atlas, so it's just kind of the penultimate. It's perfect.
You really couldn't ask for more.
You couldn't. This is a quandary. I have no idea what it is. I have no idea. I know it's from Japan, which doesn't, it's not, anything special.
It does kind of sweep. It has that sweep to it,
It's got
One
this
side
Art
is
Deco.
not like the other. It's kind of like a mirror image.
And then look. So if you don't have any blue in your decor, it's just like, I could just do something white with a little texture, some florals. Okay, fine. But then you're like, you know what? I've got a blue couch. Boom! There it is.
2 for 1.
Isn't that cool?
2 for 1.
Art Deco and $1. Why not? Moving along here, this actually is worth something and is cool. Andy spotted this.
Unlike most of the things she got, this is worth something.
This is
just sort of throwing a little snarkiness there,
Oh, I hate it when my nostrils flare. I get angry. But no, this is a Hall's coffee and teapot set. Or Hall, not Halls, like the cough drop.
Okay. Still growing, grasshopper.
This is pretty cool because you get the holder, and then you get the coffee pot, and then you also get the teapot, which, Andy was saying that, sometimes you'll see these for sale, and they're impressive on their own, sure. But this is the pair with the holder, and it has a little groove for you to hold it. As you can see, I got it for $4. And Andy says, and I saw online that, you can probably get maybe 75 or so for it. So that's pretty cool. In the meantime, I think it's just adorable, and I'm happy to have it in my shop. This is a practical thing. This is just a Pampered Chef dressing maker. I needed one of these. Mom and Dad have one. I love it. I like making my own dressing. It's healthier. And just almost bought it online, actually. This is brand new, and I got it for $3. I've already washed it. I'm ready to use it. Getting towards the end here, I got a couple of these little penguin salt and pepper shakers at the flea market. I just love them. I talked them down to like $5.50. They were $6.95. They're just adorable. I couldn't take my eyes off them. And I'll probably sell them on Etsy eventually when I tire of them, if that ever happens. Never. And then, this is a big, heavy-ass bowl. And it's a mixing bowl. It's jadeite. I'm sorry, I had a lot of pog juice. And then it's like heavy, and it's a mixing bowl, and it's jadeite. And it's my first piece of jadeite, and it's got little swirls in it, which I kind of can appreciate the detail. It's like a marble. It's like,
Kind of sweeps, just kind of swoops in there.
Across.
It's got that little dimple in the bottom, which just reminds me of the cheeks of a small smiling child, happy at Christmas, Easter baskets, whatever. Just kind of makes
Or
you
is
happy
it-
there.
Okay. Sorry, sore subject. Moving on. We have this little wire piece that I found at the flea market yesterday. I don't know if it's terribly old. Feels all French to me and fun, as opposed to things like, this, which are all mod. So obviously I can't get my act together with my shop and don't know which one is up and if I'm going to do mod or if I'm going to do cutesy-wootsy stuff like this. But who says you have to decide? I don't. I like it all. And because I'm eclectic, my shop will be eclectic, damn it. And so I'm going to sell things like this. And it's going to be a flower basket or fruit basket. And it's going to be great. And now, let's walk this way.
We're walking.
We're walking over here to the other things I got. These are for me, again, practical, just like the dressing maker. These are just Minnetonka moccasins that were never worn. They're cozy as all get out. They're my size. They are size 10s. They were only $10.
And what do those retail for normally?
40, 45, something like that. And they were $10, and they're so cozy. And so, yay. And then this was only...
Calling Don Draper, Mad Men, anyone?
Yeah, at your summer home, your 50s mid-century rattan look with a little bit of an Asian pattern was $10. As soon as I picked it up, the man at the flea market was like, you know what? If you want that for $5, you can take it. And it seems somewhere, maybe some water damage, and it would be cute left alone, but it would be really cute, like a Kelly green color or something, sort of like this. Or, or like a chartreuse. Stunning. Anyway, that's that. That's the last of what I bought that isn't terrible. Except for something else that's downstairs, but that's coming later. And now,
stay tuned.
What Andy's bought.
Hi there. Just getting my antenna in place here for the photo shoot. I'm going to try and make this as fast as I can. There's an awful lot of ground to cover. First off, we have an Arthur Court aluminum gravy boat with a nice little underplate of a rabbit. He was $9. Arthur Court is made in Taiwan, but probably go for about $50. It's kind of one of those things they sell at Macy's Tuesday morning. They're just whimsical. People really happen to like them. We have a Cunard Cruise Line menu here from the Queen Elizabeth for Wednesday, March 19th, 1952. Kind of hoping it was the Titanic menu for lunch on the last day. Didn't get so lucky. It's got a little bit of schmutz on it there, but overall, nice little impressionist meets pointillism scene there on the front. Not worth too terribly much, but for $2, it's just a great piece of nostalgia to, share with people. Just go, just kind of look at what they had to eat that day. Peas, hollandaise, a little bit of hollandaise sauce. This was purchased today. I'm getting a little desperate on the last day. Haven't really found that silver tuna, so to speak. This just really spoke to me, kind of evocative of that Native American heritage that we Albertsons share. Yes, I am part Native American, though I don't really pull that card as often as I ought to. A nice little colored pencil sketch. Looks like it's by P. Bonnewell, done in 1969. I did pay about $60 for this, but there was just something so warm about that character forming that southwestern pottery that I really did need to take this home with me. So I don't regret this, though I will admit I wish I could have gotten it for a little bit less. Was on the lookout for my Moonlight Blue Caprice. The funny thing is I only got one piece this time because we met a real asshole at the flea market who wouldn't dicker on his prices.
Oh, yeah.
But last year I got the Sugar Bowl, and this year I got the little mini individual creamer for $4. So that tickled me quite a bit.
Tickle.
At the same place that I got this Goodrich Tire ashtray, which the price tag is still stuck on it, but it's in a piece of vulcanized rubber, really hardened. So it's got that double appeal. It's the green depression glass in the rubber holder, Goodrich. Man cave material, green depression glass collector material, double appeal there. They go for about $50. This is a Florentine number 1 or 2, not sure which, by Hazel Atlas. Gravy boat with the meat platter. Had it marked 60, got her down to 20. Did feel a little bit guilty, but It was a rainy day. She wanted to get rid of stuff, needed to make some money, and well, I need to make money too, and that's what really matters. Who cares about her? Little Hagen-Renaker Eskimo. You may recognize these. You sell them at the fair. You soak them to get the glue off their feet. He was marked $8. I think I got him for $4. He's just a really cute little addition to my miniature collection. Candlewick Creamer and Sugar from Savers yesterday afternoon. Kind of has that trophy shape to it. I haven't really found out how much these are worth. They're a little bit better than the normal ones you find. The bases are quite big. Got a lot of surface area there to keep them from tipping over. You know, when you got the kids over or the elderly grandparents at Thanksgiving, want to be careful. This has an intriguing story. Fostoria Baroque. It's a moonlight blue color, nice console bowl. With the candlesticks, it's about $200. Mark $30. Uncle Tim got the lady at the flea market, or the estate sale, he was stalking her. Got it down to $10, wrote the receipt, took it to the cashier. The cashier said, no, that's supposed to be $10. And he said, no, well, you know, she said it's 10, you know, he said it's supposed to be $30. Uncle Tim goes, no, it's supposed to be $10. She said it was 10. And then we got another 25% off. So a lovely, you know, shiny, gorgeous piece of Baroque Fostoria in azure blue, $9. Flea market yesterday, about $12 for 5 of these little pink depression glass wine glasses. Relatively nondescript, but they're that really cute pink color that people go gaga over.
They just sparkle.
They just sparkle, you know, just kind of, you know, just want to have a little Prosecco, you know, just a little, whew, a little tipsy there, but you know, 3 ounces or less, keep it moderate. Lime green Fenton vase from Savers. One of the better finds actually at 99 cents. I don't know who was labeling that day, either somebody drunk or someone senile. Either way, it's fine with me. Jeanette Ultramarine Swirl Candy Dish bottom purchased today for $13. Got a lot of pieces in this set, but do not have the candy dish. It'll be a real bitch to find the top for this to match in the color, because this colorway goes from a green to a bluish, but you know, I'll take that chance. It gives me something to worry about on the plane ride back, along with the handles on these other things breaking too, which I'll get to. A really gorgeous purple, kind of a lavender color. I don't know if you can see it there in the light. Just kind of pops at you, you know.
So much glare.
Nice lavender color jelly jam jar, blown glass, little black knob on the top. It was about $18. Purchased this today. This is one of those so I can make money back for buying the things I really like. It's a Rosenthal vase from probably the 60s. It's got a little anthropomorphic whale in the front there. Just kind of, you know, kind of spouting up there, you know, just supporting his little naked mermaid there.
Woo.
I'm guessing it's a female whale, though, because of the eyelashes and lipstick. But you never know. You know, animals could have their way just like humans. Little aquamarine life there on the back. Starfish, angelfish, conch shell, you know. Just kind of got those sweeping lines of the Rosenthal that you come to expect. Nice German Rosenthal mark there on the bottom. Olive by New Martinsville. Kind of breaking the mold here, because usually I try to stick to the Caprice. But, you know, you go to Savers after a day at the flea market, which is a relative bust, and when you find that 3-seam depression glass bowl in that olive pattern with, you know, kind of little thumbprints there. They call it olive, I call it thumbprint, whatever. Tomato, to bring back 2012.
Let's call the whole thing old.
Let's call the whole thing old. That's right. Probably a $30, $35 piece. It was $6, and it really cleaned up once it was washed. You should have seen it brand new. Major score here. Shelly polka dot cup and saucer. Look at that shape. Look at that Shelly mark there. That's what you really want to see. Best chintz is Shelly. It's not chintz, but who cares? Because last week one of these sold for $95 online, $7.50 in the antique mall. You know, so this is going to pay for that upgrade on the way here, right here. So baby.
Well, and polka dots are so hot right now.
Polka dot, yeah.
Polka.
Lucy.
Polka.
Lucy! Anyhow. Little Danish Modern here. High Rock Denmark limited edition box. I have no idea what the scene is on it. Some kind of Viking thing with people, you know, reaping, sowing the fields, whatnot. People love this shit. It's got that faience tin glaze on it. You hear that kind of like a metal noise. It sells for about $40, so for the $7, another little thing to kind of defray the cost. Got my annual piece of Red Wing here. As you can see, it was $18. Didn't really dicker on the price just because it was a really good deal at that. Marked Red Wing stoneware there. Got those kind of, sweeping remnants of the Art Deco period. Meets kind of arts and crafts because you got the diamonds here, and then you got that gorgeous green celadon interior. So you've got that unfinished outside evocative of 1910s when it was all about utilitarianism, going into the more decorative period in the 1920s, which we're still stuck in, whatever. First thing I purchased was this monumental Monmouth, Illinois vase. You like that?
Wow.
See you guys at home. See there? Monmouth, Illinois. Got a good look there, Jenny?
Yep, that looks great.
What the fuck was I thinking? I mean, this thing it's got to go in my carry-on, but you know what? This on my fireplace next to my other tall vases is just really going to make it pop. Really going to pop.
Love that celery green.
Hand thrown. I'm not going to show you the inside because there's a dead bug in there, but the whole thing was hand thrown by somebody on a wheel who had to get down inside and spin it all the way up. You get this nice kind of swirly thing going on, just kind of swirls and swirls and swirls. Turn it, get a little dizzy, get a little psychedelic on it there. Roseville Freesia vase, yes, in case any of you are really looking, it does have a cracked handle, but for $5 I get that nice, gorgeous lavender color mixed with that green Roseville, unmistakably Roseville green, marked on the bottom, of course, which you want to see. Not worth a whole lot more than the $5 I paid, but put it on a shelf, kind of like this. And look, you no longer see the handle, so...
I don't see anything.
Ne'er the wiser. Fool all your guests. Alright, tonight went to the auction. Went a little bit crazy, didn't even have shots beforehand. But there was some Roseville pine cone. Paid an average of $150 for the two of these. But my God, they had to have been together since the beginning, and here they stand. What is it? About 80 years later. This one's got the Roseville mark on the bottom, the sticker, which is always nearly missing, and look at those organic handles. I wouldn't be surprised if I pulled out that black light and these were repaired. Not going to go there, not going to do that to myself, because these were made for the floral industry, sold in Woolworths kind of places, so someone probably paid 90 cents for this originally, and I paid $160 tonight, plus buyer's premium and tax. But that's kind of my little present to myself for doing so well recently on the eBay, if you will. Over here, we've got a little cat plate purchased for me by Jenny. It's Pickard China, hand decorated. You can't find a single dot on it. I think this entire thing was hand painted. Really makes me kind of smile. Might put it on my desk at work for, paper clips, rubber bands, just kind of, meow. Remind me of Jenny, every time I see it, just give a little smile there. Hope for the best next year. This year was a little over the top. Maybe next year will be a little more mellow, like a...
More edited.
Sedated cat, maybe a little more catnip going on there. Amberina Depression Glass Cream Soup. No idea of the pattern, but I like a challenge, if there's one thing I like. I think it was $4 or $5. This will provide about 2 or 3 hours of entertainment next week, some night. Hell of a lot cheaper than going to a movie. Less than the cost of a mixed drink. I'm set. Give me a piece of glass.
It's green.
Give me a piece of glass. Green.
Well, no, I mean ecological.
Right. I'm reusing, recycling. Not that I'm exactly going to be drinking my bouillon out of this, but, it serves a lot of purposes. It's got that lovely ruby color kind of swooping down, blending into a nice little orange, yellowy color down there at the bottom. Not sure what it is. Like I said, never seen a piece quite like this, but I like a challenge if there's one thing I like. So, cheap entertainment. Who knew that 2 years in a row I could find monotone shot glasses? Never seen them in my life before last year here, and here they are in the flesh, 4 more. Less than $5 a piece. These retail for about $40 a piece. I'll be adding those to the collection. and getting rid of the few that are as is with the little chips or the cracks, whatever. Probably would actually end up paying back for all of them. We've got some Howard Pierce pieces here. He was I want to say, early 60s designer. It's an arguably mod shape. Hopefully you can tell that it's a monkey. He is missing his little counterpart, but that just gives me something to look forward to, finding that piece online. I'm guessing it's a she because, you know, usually it's the woman who raises the kid and the guy kind of goes off and impregnates someone else, you know, in the primate family and in the human family. But I got him, and then who could resist the Roadrunner? The state bird of New Mexico, you know, just kind of crossing the road. Gotta watch out for them, always in the way. Didn't see one until a year after I moved there, but whatever, you know, just kind of
now you do
checking that personal story. Also Howard Pierce. And I hope you can see the relationship between this and that, you know, kind of Mad Men obsession that we have with curving things, you know, minimalism. Because, you know, monkeys needn't be fat. You know this is a monkey. He's not large, she rather, but she's kind of got that, you know, just kind of that curvilinear look to her. She might have a little eating disorder there. We have to look into that. But one of the first purchases was this architectural piece. I say, you know, bring me your tired, your poor, your meek, your humble, your tempest-tossed, yearning to breathe free. Just poke. You give me nothing to work with. Little line from Waiting for Guffman there. Bronze piece, got some age to it. Kind of architectural, obviously. It's got a screw hole in the bottom. Can you picture that on the bottom of a grand staircase or flanking a doorway in a
bathroom?
Late Victorian home. Weighs a lot. Gonna go into carry-on, so I don't have to pay for the excess baggage fee on this one. You know what I'm saying?
And you can use that as a weapon.
Oh, we've got this unreal, gorgeous, round hooked rug of a rooster. Got this in a shop in Minnetonka. You know, you might think Home Goods, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Ross, whatever. Turn that baby over. Look at that. Look at that age. Hand hooked, tufted wool. You can kind of see that tufted wool up at the top there.
That sucker's nasty.
It's really not nasty. I slept with it last night. Don't tell Jenny. Burlap's coming off, but you know, you would expect that with age. If you were 85, 90 years old like this is, you wouldn't have a whole lot of skin left on you either. In fact, you'd probably be in the ground. This is the table of bloopers here. We'll be getting to that soon enough. Fire King chili bowls. Have about 8 or 9 of these at home. Eat ice cream out of them. Coconut ice cream, mind you, because I'm dairy-free these days. $1 a piece. Break about 1 a year on average, so got about 4 years worth here. Really good steel here. Fire King Azurite Blue. I don't know if you can tell the color, but if you juxtapose the two, the white ivory with the blue, can you see that, Jenny?
Yeah, I think you can.
Yeah, works.
Yeah.
Charm pattern, it's called. Got that little blue, the little square background with the circle in the middle with the rays radiating from it. That really early 50s look to it, you know? The thing people like about these is they're square, so you can get more food on them, as opposed to say this. You can get the same amount of food on these. This is a dinner plate, this is a luncheon plate. Square is hot right now. $1 a piece in the estate sale, they had no idea. And then we got 2 platters for $1 a piece. They go for about 40 bucks a piece. Luncheon plates go for about 20 a piece. So that's certainly going to help things out. Have a little Yadro dog here. Oh, here's from another sale, the swirl dinner plate for $1. And from the same sale as these, we have the little cream and sugar. Not worth a whole lot, but kind of a nice little, you know, just a little bonus to offer with the luncheon plates. You know, buy 4 plates and 2 platters, get a sugar and creamer free, you know. Just might sway them toward my auction over somebody else's. Little Yadro dog here. This is one of those things I buy. I have absolutely no attraction to it, but it was $12. And he goes for about $50. Marked on the bottom, Spain, Yadro, etc. Nice pressed glass, electric green butter dish bottom with a zipper and hobnail, hobstar pattern. Probably not going to look for the top. Might make a good base for a flower pot or maybe your olive oil jar that's getting all the grease all over your counter. Maybe a coaster. Maybe a place to throw your keys, your pocket change. Who knows what. It may actually end up stuck under her kitchen sink because I don't want to pack it. But don't tell her.
I'm right here.
Mini acro agate. Acro agate as an acro agate marbles flower pot. whole nut punched out in the bottom, 25 cents, just adorbs as can be. Who could pass it up? Ready for this one?
Mm-hmm.
Little Mr. Bulldog still hasn't found his mate, but he's got some friends to go along. There he is with his little Lefton tag, by the way, Lefton China.
Mm-hmm.
First, he has two little friends with their college degrees. Look at those little owls wearing their mortar boards. Although I noticed one's turned to the left and one to the right, so one of them hasn't graduated yet. I don't know which is which. Got their Lefton marks on the bottom, got their stoppers and their numbers on the bottom too. Just kind of cute, you know, just kind of little eyes. They're piercing. They just pierce, you know,
Stare.
Well, imagine my surprise when I found the mice to go with them.
Wow.
Mrs. Mouse with her handbag. Look at that handbag.
Wow.
They didn't have Gucci or Prada back in those days, you know. Just probably some kind of faux leather, you know, just Woolworths, you know. Maybe, you know, where else? Where did you put off those days?
Mouse
Sears.
Emporium.
Mouse Emporium, Mouse Unlimited. She's got her Lefton mark, which leads me to believe these were more decorative than used, because I haven't found one of these yet that still have the sticker on it. Mr. Mouse with his little monocle. They really do fancy the monocles for the men, as you can tell. And a rather large pipe there. We're not quite sure what he was smoking. You can see it's got that green tint to it there. We'll leave that up to the viewers at home to figure out what that is. Get near the end here, good news. James Kent Old Foley Earthenware. Just some nice British Staffordshire children's dishes. Got your little squirrel, probably like a little squirrel nutkin ripoff, but you know, not authorized because Beatrix Potter would have none of that. A little rabbit, a butterfly, you know, a little robin, or a little bluebird there, kind of just hanging out, you know, a little bowl to go with it, just kind of, you know, just a little, nice little set. Missing the mug, but whatever. And I'm pretty sure the final thing worth mentioning here are these spoons. You gotta, sorry there, little
Ow. Hoo.
See?
Who almost knocked me over?
Who almost knocked me over? Who dare you? Who goes there? Why, it's a Art Nouveau tablespoon in a water lily pattern. See that water lily? Look at that water lily. 1905 Art Nouveau. I was being stalked at the estate sale. Oh, do you want us to wrap those? You want us to hold those for you? No, lady. Get off my ass. I'm still shopping. You know how that goes, right? Anyway, so it was what, 20% off, Jenny?
Yes.
25, whatever it was,
30.
it came out to 30%. $5.60. So everybody they were buying or selling stuff to were counting out the change. You know, 1 penny, you know, 2 pennies. Come on, ladies, give me my freaking spoons. I got yard sales to hit. Anyway, these were $5.60 for all 12 of them. None of those on worth point. But for forks, about $20 a piece. These are what I call a home run. They ship in a flat rate box for $5. They cost $5, and I could probably net about $200 if I want to sell them quick. We're just going to zoom over here to the blooper table. These are the things we purchased that we kind of wish we hadn't. This was a Wedgwood cash pot. What are cash pots for? Are they for
Holding your keys?
flowers on a table?
Catch
Flower
all.
Pot? Kind of, you know, whatever inside. I thought it was Wedgwood because it's got that hard paste, not glazed on the bottom. Not marked Wedgwood. Cannot find out a thing about it. Think this is going to stay behind. Really don't want to pay to ship this because I don't think it's worth it. Little Puritan cornucopia vase here, you know, a little Puritan slipware, you know, just kind of slip on in there, swoop, you know. That was a mistake, but $3 can't be much of a mistake. 5 Fire King mugs. If only they were blue or jadeite, we'd be talking about $50. Alas and alack, they're ivory, and they're just not worth shipping home. So, Jenny think vintage is getting stuck with these babies.
Ew.
Throw them out of her yard sale. We just had a little spat over because I was pretty sure Jenny wanted these avocado Fire King bowls. She's saying, no, you wanted them. I'm saying, no, you wanted them. I say, you know what? We'll just give them right back to Savers and get ourselves another coupon out of that. Jenny had an Ohio Turnpike leaf here. Who bought Ohio Turnpike souvenirs? I've seen them in postcards, but I've never seen a piece of porcelain that says Ohio Turnpike. Like, that's something you want to remember. If it's anything like the Garden State Parkway or the New Jersey Turnpike,
I'm telling you, it's epic.
Pull over to the nearest bar.
It's
Get me
awful.
a drink.
Oh, it's awful.
Fanny Farmer candies. I go back and forth on this one. This was a Jenny purchase for 50 cents. Who the hell takes the time to make a tag, punch a hole through it, and use yarn for something that's 50 cents? Somebody with too much time on their hands. Anyway, Fanny Farmer's got her original packaging in here. Little Christmas tag, 2 flora from Maury. You know, just kind of, woo.
So cute. Oh, I want it for Christmas.
Vintage Hallmark. This may be worth more than the package itself. But we're not quite sure the age of the box. The little gold, whatever you call it, little flower centers there. Hand done, kind of like in a wallpaper, like multiple printing, but maybe on top of her counter, just, you know, kind of impress those female guests who come over. Ooh, where'd you get that Fanny Farmer box? I got it vintage, 50 cents. Would you like it? Sure. Okay.
That'll be $3, bitch.
$3, bitch. And the last thing is our lace collar.
It smells so bad.
It does. I don't know why she bought it. Maybe she can tell us a little more about it. Kind of, you know, just kind of buttons up there and just kind of.
I think there's a girl out there who wants to accessorize a T-shirt, and I'm gonna find that girl, and I'll be.
Yeah, it does kind of have that. Woo!
Yeah.
Smell to it there, you know?
Well,
we're gonna go
nothing
down.
some detergent can't fix.
We're gonna go down and take a look at Jenny's major purchase. Gonna sell it to one of those hipsters of that Mad Men crowd. On the way, Jenny, if you wouldn't mind getting a little shot of that packing materials there, because we got a lot of work ahead of us. Look at that.
Whoa! Oh
Packing
my
materials
God!
Over there, we got
my God!
Over there, we got a big ass box of Scotch
Woo!
bubble
Yeah,
wrap.
there's
Go
Puka.
see the couch.
Oh my gosh! Yes, let's go see Jenny's silver tuna. This is my big purchase. I've never spent this much on something, just kind of hoping that it was worth something, and I think it might be. You can't hold the camera. You've got something. You've got.
It's okay. We're gonna have little Pook come with us here. You know, just this little Puka, just little, you know, little Hawaiian dog there. Just kind of sweet. It's kind of happy. You know, just kind of.
Here we go.
All right, here we go.
Into the garage.
Into the abyss.
Here we are.
I'm Azriel Abyss.
And now you have no shoes on.
That's all right.
And so
The cleanest garage known to man. Look at this, folks. You ever seen anything like this in your life?
No. It's not smoking mirror. It's all tucked behind.
Okay, so here we go.
Here we have a Hans Wegner sofa for a company. He designed it for a company called Gitana. Getana.
Not to be confused with Gitana, those cheap jeans.
Oh God, no! From the 80s at Target.
Oof.
No.
Castly.
It's a Danish sofa, and it's actually in oak, not teak. And as I'm researching, you know, teak isn't everything. They didn't just use teak.
It's not all that in a bag of chips.
No, it's not. Who says this has to go on your patio? This is for the living room. You don't need teak. It's fine. And all the maple. Oh God, the maple craze. Screw that. This is oak. And so, I don't know if we're gonna be able to see this, but I am gonna
Give it a try. You know, just kind of tip it over there. Just kind of, you know, just kind of tip it over. Just kind of try to get a little sneak peek under there.
The
You
couch
know.
over. Now maybe I'm hoping.
Let's see. There we go. Oh,
hoping you can
get a little more there, Jenny. Just get a little more. Oh, we can see the Gitana.
Can you see?
Got that Hans Wegner. Yeah, we got him. Okay, we can put him back.
Okay.
Look at that spring mechanism, folks.
Yeah.
Look at that.
This is really impressive. I don't think this was ever sat on. But Andy and I happened upon it at a place called Garagedale in Mound, a little isthmus in Lake Minnetonka. And as you'll see, the cushions like have springs in them or something. They're really interesting, and they are they're made by a company called Righind.
Hold that steady there.
Can you see it? Righind. Do you want me to hold it to the light like this?
That's all right. We got it.
Okay.
Good enough for our
And
viewers
it's
at home.
and I did some research
All those
on
fans
that.
we have who
And they
we
do unzip.
brought on
I've
last
never
year.
unzipped them. I don't know what's in there.
Don't know if we want to look in there. Ooh.
Whoa, no,
Ooh,
we
look
don't.
at that memory foam.
Little foam, old foam. Anyway, it's in a nice neutral color, which I like. I saw some online that are this nasty royal blue color, and well, that's fine and all, but you know, that won't go in very many homes. This will go in anybody's home. A favorite part, Andy, if you want to come around here.
Oops.
My favorite
Sorry
part
about that.
of the whole sofa.
Didn't
I
choreograph this well enough. Just gotta
Sorry.
kind of
Okay,
Yes.
a favorite part of mine is the rows and the slats here. I think it's really beautiful from coming or going, especially going. I'd say this sofa has a great rear end. Really nice.
Kind of like you.
Ah!
Ooh, you know.
No. Not like
So
me at all.
we paid how much for this?
Okay, hold on, and then just look at the side. The
Ooh.
side is really impressive.
Look at it.
The whole thing, I mean, it's just gorgeous.
This kind of has that swoop to
Now,
it.
here's the thing. I paid $200 for this because the guy, I don't think, knew what he had.
And we all thought, you're fucking crazy.
Yeah, we thought he was nuts. And he didn't know what he had. And so he's like, I'm having a friend let me know tonight how much it's worth. His friend was going to be researching it, which means his friend was probably going to be marking it up another $2,000 at least.
And we're not having that shit.
Oh, hell no. So I'm going to be doing the marking up.
Oh, hell
Right
no.
here. Yeah. So he said $200. I said, sure. And it was storming out. I ran out to my car, I grabbed my check card, and away I went and paid for it. And the next day, my brother and Andy were very kind enough to go pick it up.
Well, she lounged around and ate bonbons, no less.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And they went and picked it up for me, and here it is. And now, here's the problem. I have a range of values from my research from $1,800 to $4,500. So I have to figure out exactly how much it's worth. I have a few ideas of how to find that out. I don't know. It's really trippy and confusing. But then, you know what? Everybody's saying, keep it, keep it. And I'm like, oh, shit. I think I should. I don't know. It gives me a southern accent. I get so excited. But yeah, I said, oh, maybe I think I will keep it. But who knows, you know? I don't know. I don't have space for it, but...
The really good news is that it's made by a quality vendor. It's not made by someone like that. Where is she? See her over there? Ashley, see her in the distance? Ashley, she's just kind of hiding out over there.
It's a
See her?
really dirty window.
That's okay. It's okay. Spring, you know, spring cleaning hasn't happened yet. But there she is. So, I think it's about time. We're about finished here. We're going to just kind of sign off here. We're just going to try to get us both in here.
Okay.
Say goodbye.
Bye.
We'll see you again next year for Memorial Day
2014.
2014.
Bye.